ideally, I needed a hose pipe really. It'd be ideal if I'm working near like a house where they're basically moving, they're basically almost finished and they're getting ready to CML the house. So ideally, if I'm on a wall near there and there's a hose pipe laying around where they're watering the turf, I could get a hose pipe on some bricks. But that's the only way I could think about trying to mitigate the dry bricks in beating 20 plus degree heat. And I know people might say, 20 plus degrees isn't very hot, but us guys in the UK, we're not used to really hot, very, very hot weather. And anyone knows trying to smash down fucking 500 bricks in like 25 plus is an achievement, because it's harder than laying in like 10 degrees. So if you're laying in 10 degrees is ideal for laying actually. But 20 is too much. It's, it was like 22 today when I was laying. And I was taking it steady on the morning, but in the afternoon from like 4, I got about, I don't know, I already had my old man load out a good 500 bricks around this boundary wall next to the garage, and I got about just short of 400 down in 4 hours. Getting my own mortar with a strategic tub placement. A lot of it were pillars, to be fair. It wasn't much of a straight run. It was only like a 13 brick run, and then like 2 8 brick pillars each side, which was quite a bit of level work in it. I didn't really want to set profiles up for 400 bricks, so and I worked pretty hard in those 4 hours, but I'd say it was hard going. I'd have definitely got more done if it was like at least half the temperature, like 11 degrees. But it was like 22 degrees and my face is burnt to fuck today. So so that's one of my ideas when it comes to laying in the hot weather and obviously cold weather. Didn't really think I was going to get onto that topic, but I'm just waiting actually right now. Got a 10 pack of Stella. I normally drink bottles of Stella, but I got cans today because they're on offer. I'm going to put them into a glass. I've got my water actually right next to me because I'm still a bit dehydrated. Going to drink them because it's meant to be beer to be Harry, but I'm not actually drinking beer. I'm drinking water. So I'm going to have a couple of those. When it comes to there's a few guys on YouTube. I don't know. I'd say the main fitness orientated bricklayer, the main fucking popular one, Charlie Collison. I don't drink or anything through the week or anything, but I drink most nights. I have a couple of bottles of beer. Nothing wrong with that. And he has pretty extreme views on if you have a drink through the week, etc., etc. And there's definitely needs to be a more varied views on YouTube, varied bricklaying views on YouTube, because there seems to be just like one narrative at the moment when it comes to bricklaying content. It's kind of guys working fucking all hours God sends, basically trying to earn as much money as they can without sort of the moderate in between, because there's guys saying like, if you're not earning $2,000 a week, you're no good. And to be quite honest, I've never earned $2,000 in a week. And I've come within a 500 quid of that, but that's not $2,000. And I don't work every hour God sends, you know what I mean? I work 5 days a week, 8:30 till 4 o'clock, ideally 3:30 if I'm on ideally 3:30 if I'm on a steady one or on day work. But there's no moderation in between, you know what I mean? £2,000 a week is out of reach for fucking 95% of bricklayers, you know what I mean? I'd say if any bricklayer can earn £1,000 a week, they're fucking damn good. They're really good. And if you're earning more than that, then you're on unique bits of work. So you're on really, really straight runs. You're either getting really, really good prices, or you're exploiting apprentices, improvers, and they're laying a lot of the bricks for you. and you're not paying them, you're paying them like, 60 quid a day, 50 quid a day, and they're putting down 300 or 400 bricks for you. You know what I mean? That's the only way you're going to start earning, 2,000 and 3,000 quid a week, is if you're exploiting someone. You know what I mean? So that's not what I'm about. That's not what bricklaying is. Bricklaying isn't exploiting, being a ganger of fucking 3 apprentices, paying them fucking 40 quid a day or 30 quid a day, and making a shit ton of money out of them. That is fucking slavery, basically. You know what I mean? I know guys who do it. I've seen guys who have the lads working for fuck all, and it's fucking wrong. You know what I mean? But this is why I'm bringing a sort of more honest, realistic spin. It's all done by myself. You know what I mean? Got my old man working with me 3 days a week, bumping a few bricks out, pointing up a few bricks, and you see me do a lot of labouring myself. You know what I mean? Because it's a realistic view. You know what I mean? Like I'd say, £1,000 a week for any bricklayer on price on modern building housing sites. You'll get you'll get all sorts of bullshitters. I've heard them myself. I've seen them myself. They tell me how much they earn on site, and I look at how much they've done, and I said, well, that's not possible. Do you know what I mean? You can look at a piece of work, and it takes, if any bricklayer has been bricklaying long enough and has decent maths, can count up someone's work in about fucking 2 or 3 minutes by just quickly looking at it, and whatever they're telling you, it's fucking fictitious. You know what I mean? It's fiction. It's not real. So there's there's all sorts of people. There's guys who earn £2,000 a week but work 7:30, get there at 7 in the morning, and they don't pack up till 5:30 at night, every night, and then maybe leave at like fucking 4:30 on a Friday. There's guys who put the hours in, which there's not wrong with that, but that's not realistic working hours for 90% of people. If you're working flat out, I think if you do a solid 8 hour day with an hour break, and you're working flat out, I think that's enough. You know what I mean? And ideally, I'd like to cut down my workload in the coming years, just for just for doing more shit outside of work. But at the moment, I'm enjoying this YouTube thing I'm doing. I'm enjoying pick and dip. To be honest, it's like a little hobby for me doing pick and dip at the moment. And to be quite honest, the amount of extra bricks I lay doing it is with no extra effort. A lot of the time, it's in my head. I'm looking at what I've done. And I think I should be knackered here, and I'm getting home on a night. Say I leave site 4 o'clock. Say I've laid 700 bricks, for instance. That'd be like a good day. And then I'll get home and I'll be up till like 12 o'clock that night, watching Netflix with our lass, or she's playing Warzone or something. And then I get up wake up about 7:15, and then set off from my house at 7:30. So I get plenty of 7 or 8 hours sleep, but I'm not going to bed a lot of the time. I'm not going to bed at 7:30 and waking up at 5 in the morning like a lot of guys. It just isn't necessary. That's why the name After 8 Bricklayer. I'm giving sort of my own opinionated advice, that applies to the majority instead of the minority. And like I say, there's guys that even if you're laying, when I started, I was laying about 300 bricks a day, and that were like going flat out, and that's good. Even if you're this is my ideal when I get older, just fucking going to work, lay 300 bricks, and go home. You know what I mean? Working in a gang of a few old guys when I get into me 60s or something. That's ideal. That's what I'd like to do. Like 300 bricks, get off at like 1 o'clock or something, 2 o'clock or whatever, however long it takes me, and then that's it. All working in a gang, all do the same amount of work, and then that's it. None of this chasing money, forever and a day. But because the prices at the moment seems to be going up and up and up because of the shortage of bricklayers. Because I remember when I was in college, they were shutting down the bricklaying courses because there's not enough people doing them. I remember only 2 people got apprenticeships out of about a class of 40 or 50 of us when I did my when I were at college in 2010. So yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. We're doing some pick and dip, a few of my views on bricklaying and what people are earning, and etc. What bricklayers are earning in general. It's very skewed. You know, there's a lot of greed out there. A lot of people rushing about and all. So, you know, people making mistakes, rushing. It's just not needed. So here's a few pictures of the work. What I did, 2 20-course corners. You know, trying to bring back corner building. It was just part of building houses years ago, but obviously now profiles reign supreme, and they are fast, but there is, you know, unique situations, especially if you work solo like me, or, you know, one-on-one as I do a majority of the week. You know, it really comes into their own building corners, and if I can get faster at building them and teach you guys along the way as well, it'll be something. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.